Hello and welcome to Library Connection. I'm your hostess, Mandy Cantrell. There's an exciting event I know that you'll want to take advantage of and come to. It's called A Night of Raising Caine, and it will be at Sylacauga High School in October. It's a fundraising event sponsored by the Future Business Leaders of America, or FBLA, that's much shorter. And joining me today is Randie Caine. She is the president of the Future Business Leaders of America at the high school. Thank you, Randie, for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Great. Well, tell me about A Night of Raising Caine. I know it's October 27th.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us where and when.
It's going to be at Sylacauga High School at 6:30, October 27th. Where my mom, Christy Caine, has been recently diagnosed with a form of ALS. We're doing a tribute night for her. It's going to be in honor of her. We're going to have guest speakers and live music and a dessert bar following, just a whole bunch of fun. We want to bring the entire community together and have a night just for her.
Great.
All the proceeds go to the ALS Association.
That is great. Now I won't attempt to say ALS. It's anyway. I know. But your mom has just recently been diagnosed with that,
ma'am.
and it affects the muscles and how they communicate with the brain.
Yes, they do not communicate anymore. She can't talk. It's hard for her to breathe. Swallowing is difficult. She has a whole bunch of machines to help her lungs function, and there's a lot of time and effort to put in there.
I know. Well, I love your mom. She's so sweet and so good at what she's done at the high school. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But the Night of Raising Caine, all the money goes to benefit the ALS Association.
Yes.
And this is wonderful that as your FBLA president, that you're able to kind of use the club and all that to work together at the high school for this. It is, like we told you, the day and the time. It's a dessert bar by Hickory Street Cafe.
Yes, delicious
If they can
food.
bring banana pudding, I'll be happy. They are so good. They have such delicious food.
Yes, we love Coosa Valley Medical Center. They have helped us in the past community service projects. So, like, without them, food would be very difficult to find. We love them.
I know. They are so community, involved in the community and able to help, and I'm so glad. And besides the fact that their food is delicious. Okay, there's live music, guest speakers. So tell us about that.
Well, we have a few surprise guest speakers that they've been members of the community for years. They have impacted the lives of many people. I'm not going to tell you who it is. You just have to come out and see for yourself. Please come out. You will not want to miss this. We're going to have Dr. Freeman, the Sylacauga High School City Schools Superintendent, come out. Some of you might not know he is extremely talented singing and on the piano. We are excited to have him. Dawson Brown, he is our FBLA chaplain. He gives us the prayer before meeting, gets us started off with a good day. He's going to play the guitar and the piano and sing. And then, as we said, the Coosa Valley Hickory Street Cafe will be catering the dessert bar after the performances.
Well, that sounds exciting. I know, I don't know if I've heard Dawson Brown, I may have, but I know I've heard our superintendent, Todd Freeman, very talented.
Yes,
I love to hear him play the piano and sing. I know he's involved in a group that does that, and this will be very exciting. How nice that we have so much talent right here in Sylacauga.
I know, out of a small town. I mean, look at what we got.
We do.
Fabulous.
And she didn't even tell me the guest speaker, so I'll have to come. I'm going to get my tickets right after we finish and see who the guest speaker is. That'll be exciting, though. It begins at 6:30. Where can they get tickets? And we'll get him to put that up on the screen, too.
The Chamber of Commerce, Magnolias gift shop. You can reach out to me, Randie Caine, at Sylacauga High School, any FBLA member, Tyler Lay. The tickets are $15. Please go out there and buy a ticket.
All right, and I saw on the flyer you can contact Miss Lay at the high school. She's your FBLA sponsor.
Yes, ma'am.
And involved very much in this. I know. Let's see, Coosa Valley Medical Center. Oh, these are your corporate sponsors. Let's talk about those. Coosa Valley Medical Center, Hickory Street Cafe, RH Events and Promotions, Southern Alloy Corporation, Swin Communications.
And we also have recently got another corporate sponsor, Randie Smith. We're super excited. our corporate sponsorships, we love to have them. There's room for more. So if there are businesses out there who want to sponsor, we would love to have you. Please contact Miss Lay or call the high school. There's always room for more.
That is great. Like I said, we're talking about the cafe and being involved. We have a lot of sponsors and people here in town, very community oriented, so that's really nice in a small town to have that. That's great. So we've covered where they can purchase tickets, the sponsors. I want to talk a little bit about your mom, and they just recently named some classrooms for your mom, the machining. I have to look that up. It's the machining classrooms?
Yes, it's now called the Caine Center for Technical and Education.
Wow.
It's the machine room where they've got a new engraver. They've sponsored, or they've connected with CAT community.
Yes,
And they've got teachers over there now. My mom has done a lot for the technical program at Sylacauga High School. From grants, they have raised over $445,000 the school has received from the grants my mom has purchased, and I'm so proud of her, and I hope to be like her whenever I grow up.
Well, you got a good start now, being very involved and active too. I did want to read a little bit of the plaque or the proclamation when they named the Caine Center for Career and Technical Education. It says she's been the Career and Technical Education Director for the Sylacauga City Schools for 14 years.
Yes.
And she's just recently retired. They have consistently been awarded state and national recognition, have the first student-run credit union in the state at Sylacauga High School.
Yes, ma'am.
And other schools have done the same thing. They've seen that it works. That was great. And that's with Heritage South Credit Union, I believe.
Yes.
I thought so, yeah. And that's great. The students have a chance to work there. That's wonderful. $445,000 in competitive grants, which your mom wrote to improve and expand the career and technical programs. And I can tell you, writing grants is not an easy task.
I watched her write essays after essays, trying her hardest to get these grants, and she worked hard on them.
She did a great job. This is another thing I've just heard about just recently in the last year or so, a partnership with Central Alabama Community College that creates dual enrollment manufacturing technology courses for students on the campus of Sylacauga High School.
Yes, my mom, we partnered with them, and we have an instructor come to the high school to teach machining and electrical and all these technical classes that high school students can get college credit for without paying. Like, these are under the grant. These are
wonderful.
Yes.
Now that's big when you're not having to pay
Not
for
having
college.
to pay, right.
That is great. And I'll have to tell you, just talking with a couple of parents during the last few months, one of them said, oh, my son is taking machining and he's getting the college credit. He's going to come out, closer to getting a job or having a better idea of what he wants to do. He'll have to go into school for a little bit more training, but he's ahead already.
I know lots of people who are in the class and they love it. They enjoy every minute of it, and this is what they want to do. So we're so glad to be having these classes at the high school for them to learn and experience what they're going to do in the real world.
And that is great. They're able to get their hands on right now and decide if that's what they want to do, or maybe it's not what they want to do.
Yes.
And that's just as good
Part
to
of
learn.
high school. Yes.
Yeah, that's great. But I know your mom was very instrumental in doing all of that. Your mom was on the TV show with me in March, and we talked about HOSA, the group, the health occupation, and had a couple of kids on talking about that. And very busy, very busy. A lot of things going on.
She was a very busy woman. She still is. She's still having to run errands everywhere. She's always wanting to do something.
Well, that is great. Well, that is so nice for them to have named the room for her. And it's one of the new rooms, isn't it?
Yes, brand new. Well, the building isn't brand new, but that room is. New flooring, new machines in there. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
That is great, and that is nice. I do remember reading back, this may have been a couple of years ago, there's a robotic arm there from some,
Yes,
and I won't get
remember
into
it.
that. Yes, that was may have been before you were at the high school, but just exciting things, big things for a high school.
Very big things. You don't normally see these in other high schools. We are fortunate to have my mom do all these things, and we're excited. The high school is excited. It's very beneficial.
That's good. And I have seen buses from other schools coming, so we're sharing that, that technology.
Yes,
That's
with
great.
Fayetteville and Comer and a lot of local schools around Winterboro.
So they can come to the high school and take the classes and still
ma'am.
get the college credit.
Yes.
Wow, your mom had a lot of vision for what
Yes,
she wanted
she
to do,
did. Yes,
and that
she
is
did.
great. A lot of people will come out of high school ready for a job. And doesn't she work, I think she told me this, with the businesses in town to find out what they need?
Yes.
So hopefully, you know, it's good for the students to learn what they want to do and to learn those skills, and it's good for the industry in town. They're going to get people ready.
Ready to work.
Exactly, ready to be employed, doing what they need to do at their industry or their business. So it's a good thing for the community all the way around, That's great. Well, I've gotten way off track talking about a night of raising Caine, but I still think that's why we want to talk about what we mainly want to talk about here. So that's very exciting. I know we've got the day, the time, how to buy tickets. When is the last day to buy tickets, or can you buy tickets at the door?
Yes, you can buy tickets at the door, but we want everyone to buy them beforehand. We want to make sure we have enough desserts for everyone. We want to have everything set up and ready, but yes, you can still buy tickets at the door.
Okay. Well, do buy them ahead of time, because I want to make sure there's enough banana pudding for me. That's what I want. That's what I want to make sure I'll be planning on going. And this is on a Thursday night. Is that correct?
Yes.
I have to look at a calendar.
Yes.
There it is again. Okay,
Yes.
live music, guest speakers, dessert bar, and more. And that's the surprise guest speaker.
Yes,
$15.
you don't miss it.
And the money all goes to the ALS Foundation.
ALS Association.
Association, excuse me, yes, to raise money for them.
Yes.
Well, that'll be great. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break and for a commercial or two, and then we'll be back to talk more about Randie Caroline and her mom, Christy, and we're going to talk a little bit about FBLA and the things they're up to.
In Central Alabama, 9,100 kids face going to bed hungry tonight. Hunger doesn't take a day off. There are kids right here, right now, that don't know where they'll get their next meal. Join Alabama Childhood Food Solutions and help put an end to childhood hunger in Central Alabama. Make a difference. Donate today, by mail or online, to help ACFS feed hungry kids. There's no better time to share than now. Their next meal could come from you.
Any meal, anytime, it's a Huddle House on Highway 280. From the popular Huddle House signature waffle to our big house breakfast, including gravy and biscuit and loaded hash browns, it's a Huddle House. Try our Philly cheese steak omelet. It's a sure hit, too. Our big house sandwich combos include Huddle burger and country fried steak. And for lunch or dinner, it's the often requested chopped steak with mushroom gravy. Starting to get hungry? Head to the Huddle House. Our friendly and experienced team await you. Huddle House, Highway 280, any meal, anytime.
At Marble City Pharmacy, we're more than just a drugstore. Our gift shop boasts some of the most unique treasures you'll find anywhere. Come in and browse the vast selection of jewelry, purses, clothing accessories, and crafts. Let our friendly staff help you find that special card or gift for any occasion. Our dollar wall features selected sale items, and we stock a wide variety of specialty items. And if it is a drugstore you need, Marble City Pharmacy was named the 2015 McKesson National Pharmacy of the Year. Visit us today at Marble City Pharmacy.
Since 1935, the Collins family has been the automobile business in Sylacauga. Bobby and Anderson Collins carry on that tradition today at Stop and Shop Auto Sales. Select from late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. And our vehicles do not go on the lot until they are thoroughly inspected by our experienced mechanics. At Stop and Shop Auto Sales, we offer a 30-day warranty on all our inventory. Family owned and operated for 4 generations. Stop and Shop Auto Sales, 230 West 1st Street in Sylacauga.
Hello and welcome back to Library Connection. I'm your hostess, Mandy Cantrell. I've been talking with Randie Caroline Caine. She is a senior at Sylacauga High School and president of the Future Business Leaders of America. We've been talking about a special event, a community service project event they have called A Night of Raising Caine, and it is on Tuesday night, October 27th. I'm sorry, I said Thursday. I don't know why I had on my mind it was Thursday. It's on a Tuesday night, October 27th at Sylacauga High School at 6:30. And you can see there on the flyer, live music, guest speakers, dessert bar, and some surprises.
Yes.
And all the money goes, the tickets are $15 a piece. All the money goes to the ALS Association, and it's to raise money for that, condition. I don't know what you call it anyway. But we're very excited to be able to promote that. And this is a great community service project. It ties in with FBLA.
Yes,
doesn't it?
It is. It's our community service project. Sylacauga High School FBLA, we do a community service project every year. Last year was Alabama Childhood Food Solutions. We raised almost $5,000. The year before that was March of Dimes, A-Day for Babies. We raised $6,000 for that. The year before that was Project Lifesaver, where we raised $10,000. So this year we're hoping for $15,000. We would love to have everything, just combine it all.
That would be great,
Yes.
and maybe our community can help with that. That'd be wonderful.
Yes.
So y'all have quite a history there of raising a lot of money. For
Yes,
different things.
yes, we're super proud of ourselves, and we pride ourselves with the knowledge we have and the community service projects we put together. We couldn't do it without our community. We need everyone in the community to get involved, and that's what we're good.
That's great. Well, some of these are some awards you've received for your fundraising, I believe. Just tell us
Yes.
about these three.
FBLA's national partner is March of Dimes, and so Sylacauga High School, we always raise money for March of Dimes. This past year, we got into the $3,500 club in the state for March of Dimes. Last year, we raised $6,000. This one is for in the nation. We were number 4. We were in the number 4th chapter in the nation to raise most money for March of Dimes.
Wow.
Yes.
4 in the nation.
4th in the nation.
That's great.
Yes. And this past summer, we traveled to Chicago, Illinois for the National Leadership Conference, and we had a winner, Lindsay Davis. She placed 6th for the local chapter annual business report in the nation. Out of 11,000 people, Sylacauga has won. We have won for the past 10 years in a row.
Wow. That is exciting. Now, you won at that event too, didn't you? Weren't you like in the top 12 or something?
Yes, me and Lindsay Davis and I, we did the community service project last year too, and we got to go to finals. We were in the top 15 or so. Top 12, it was top 12, yes. Which that was very exciting because that was our first time getting to go to finals, and it was still a true honor to make it there. And very nerve-wracking, I can tell you that.
But y'all did a great job, I know.
Thank
and
you.
our chapter here at the high school has been doing this for several years. I mean, not to
Yes.
take away from what y'all have done, but the chapter has consistently
Yes.
placed in the first, second, and third spot in the state, and then even at nationals had
Yes.
some first place winners and a lot of top winners there.
We normally take about 50 to 90 students every year to the state leadership conference, and about 40 of us place in the first, second, and third spots, and we get to go to nationals, and nationals change every year. We've been to Anaheim, California, Nashville, Tennessee, Chicago, Illinois, and this year it's in Atlanta, Georgia, close to home.
Oh, good.
Yes,
good.
we're excited.
Now, y'all are planning on going, so I hope you do well with this event. And I
Yes.
love the way this ties in, because I know it's special to you because your mom has the ALS, but then it ties in with FBLA and because all the kids at the high school know your mom also,
Yes.
I know, and
Yes.
are just really on board with this, and so that's great how it ties in together. And it makes the community more aware of this condition. I mean, we may know people with it, but it just brings some more awareness
Yes,
to
it
it.
does.
That is
Yes.
great. When it's somebody you know, it really
Yes.
does. That is great. Now, I know all you kids couldn't do this all on your own. Who is your FBLA sponsor?
Tyler Lay, what could I? And Allison Craddock and Pam McTeer. We could not do what we do without them. They lead us and they encourage us to do everything on our own, and they want to prepare us for the real world, and I'm so thankful to have them as our FBLA advisors. They know what they're talking about, and all of our FBLA members love them to death, and thank y'all for everything that you do for us.
They are great. I can tell you, I've had college students just make the comment to me, I need to go back and tell Miss Lay, thank you for how much you drilled me on my presentation or my performance, because they get to college and they know how to do it.
Yes,
So
when
that's
you're
great.
practicing your performance 4 times a day, 7 days a week, you're going to remember it.
Yeah, that's why you win, though. That's
Yes.
great. That's great. And great experience to
Oh yes, we have learned so many skills, networking skills, business etiquette, everything, and this doesn't just, it's future business leaders of America, but it teaches you so much more than just going into a business field. You learn how to speak in front of people, public speaking, and lose the nerves. It's definitely benefited me, and I know lots of people have benefited from the organization as well.
Yes, my girls are involved in it, and it was always a great thing, and always very big at the high school. I know it's one of the largest clubs.
It is the largest club at Sylacauga High School, and it is also the largest organization in the world. We have over 100,000 members in it.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
And I think it does go on to the college level. I don't know a lot about that, but
yes.
if you wanted to, you could.
It's called Phi Beta Lambda PBL. It just continues on in the college level. Yeah.
Wow, and I want to make sure we talk about this. I don't remember if we said that. Y'all were named the most outstanding chapter in the state 10 years in a row. Is that correct?
10 years.
Wow,
yes.
That's good. That's big, because there are a lot of larger schools who are very involved too, but very proud of y'all. Very proud of y'all.
Thank you.
And so this is your community service project.
Yes.
You and Lindsay, right? Lindsay Davis.
Yes.
So y'all are kind of in charge of it here at this level in Sylacauga.
Yes.
What will you have to do to compete at the state level in the community service?
We will have to write a 15-page report about everything that we've done, the business side, the night of the event, what happened after, the partnership with the business side, everything put into one. The promotion sides, everything in 15 pages. And 15 pages sounds like a lot, but from all the stuff that we do, it is extremely difficult to put all of that in 15 pages.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of.
Yes. Then we will have to prepare a presentation, and we will perform it at the BJCC in April in front of judges, and then by then they'll decide if we win first, second, or third, and if you place in those places, you get to go to the National Leadership Conference.
And do it all over again.
Yes. Yes.
That is great. Now this is a PowerPoint you put together?
Yes, you can do a PowerPoint, Prezi, they're all similar things, just, yes.
Well, whatever suits your community event.
Yes.
Well, that is great. Well, that is a lot of work after school, I'm sure.
Yes.
And I know you are very busy. We were talking about your plans. You're a senior this year. What are your plans after
I
high
plan
school?
to attend Huntington College next year. I would love to play volleyball there next year. I want to follow my mom's footsteps and become a teacher, and I want to major in education. I haven't really decided what I want to teach. It's either between biology and math and somewhere, but I want to come back to Sylacauga and teach.
Great.
And I want to come back to Sylacauga and coach volleyball. I want those plans to work out.
Yeah, well, that's great. Now, are y'all playing right now?
Yes,
right now?
yes. The Lady Aggies, we have had an amazing season so far. We are now 23-3, 23 wins and 3 losses.
Right.
And we couldn't be more proud. We got to host the county tournament this past Saturday, and we won. This is the first time ever in Sylacauga history that we've ever won the county tournament. And we've had a volleyball team for 17 years.
I didn't realize 17 years.
17 years, and this is our first time ever winning. We were so excited. It was a great night.
Yay.
We get to host the area tournament as well, which is October 20th. That tournament decides if we get to go to the state playoffs or not.
Okay.
We're going to play Clay Central, Shelby County, and Talladega to determine. And we're in the #1 seed, so it's looking promising for us.
Great, great. So right in the middle of all that comes a night of raising Caine.
Yes.
That's
yes.
okay. I'm sure being very busy, you've learned to arrange your schedule.
Yes, time management is extremely important for very busy people, and I think I do that well.
Well, that's good. That's another thing you've learned through FBLA and school and things like that, which is real. Those are real life skills.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Learned it all from FBLA.
Yeah, and it's great to hear you plan to come back here to Sylacauga.
I love Sylacauga. I love the small town atmosphere, everything about it, the community, the citizens here. it's just home, and I love it.
Well, great. Well, I hope that works out. That'll be great. And so you plan to play volleyball at Huntington, right?
That is the plan at the moment, yes.
Looking at volleyball scholarships, maybe? Did they do?
Huntington is a D3 school, so they are not allowed to give athletic scholarships, but I've received academic scholarships, so that helps.
Good.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I tell you, that is a whole other topic to talk about,
Yes,
scholarships
yes.
and things like that. And I know, being a senior now, you are right in the middle of all of that.
Yes.
Enjoying your senior year, I
I'm
hope.
enjoying
That's
it.
great.
I want it to slow down.
Well, it probably won't, but
That's what I hear.
but it would be nice if it did, I know. Well, let's see, is there anything else about FBLA we can talk about? I know we talked about you and Lindsay winning, and then Lindsay winning the business
The local
report.
chapter annual
Local
business
chapter
report.
annual business report. And I know this is your community service project. I want to say this even one more time, but A Night of Raising Caine, October 27th at the high school. That was one question I had. It's at the high school lunchroom?
It's in the auditorium.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Right before they do construction, we're going to have a great night of tributing to my mom, Christy Caine, and gathering in the community for a wonderful night together.
Great. That'll be a
Yes.
lot of fun. A lot of fun. Live music. We mentioned our superintendent, Todd Freeman, will be playing the piano.
Yes.
And Dawson Brown.
Yes, he is
He's
a junior at Sylacauga High School, and he can play any instrument like that. He's a wonderful singer, everything.
That'll be great. At 6:30, you
Yes.
can buy tickets at the door, but we'd love for you to buy them ahead of time.
Yes.
Oh, and there we are at Sylacauga Chamber of Commerce, Magnolias gift shop at the high school, and from any FBLA member. And you can also contact your one of your FBLA sponsors, Tyler Lay, and there's the
Yes.
phone number and her email, which you can, if you can't see it there, you can get it off the high school website. I do things like that all the time. Go to the high school website and email teachers and things like that.
Yes.
So we are really excited that we can be just a little small part of trying to help you promote this.
Well, thank you. I greatly appreciate being on the show. Yes.
Well, I know you and Lindsay are in charge of the program. What do the other FBLA members, they are just there to...
Well, no, they are involved with the entire system. They are in charge of selling tickets. We need their help setting up, cleaning up, ushering during the program. They get the information out there about the community service project. We could not do it, me and Lindsay, by ourselves. We have to have the entire chapter involved, yes.
That is great. And I think it's really neat the way this ties in with your mom having ALS and having to retire from the high school. And I can tell you, my girls both had her, and she will be missed at the high school.
I
know.
think she misses it as well.
But I know, but the things she has done will be in place for years and years to come.
I hope so.
And we talked about the ways that will help other, students, and that it's very easy to sign up for those classes. It's, you just, I mean, it's just like a regular class.
It
Just
is.
arrange your schedule and learn those type things. Is that 9th through 12th grade, or?
I think it's mainly 10th, 11th, and 12th.
10th, 11th.
The 9th graders are just getting used to everything.
Kind of
you know.
getting used to it. That's right. That makes perfect sense. But so if they're younger, they have that to look forward to. 'Cause,
Yes.
a lot of guys, especially, just are great with their hands at working and machining and things like that. So, and I know other things fall under that. The HOSA, is that health occupation something? I can't remember. But that's all under the career and technical.
Yes, FCCLA, FBLA, we're all under the career technical, the CTSOs, yes.
CTSOs. What is that?
Yes.
Career technical.
Student organization.
Oh, okay. Career Technical Student Organization. Okay, I didn't know that. That's great to know. So that is a lot that our school has to offer a lot of kids.
Yes.
That is really
There's
great.
not a dull moment at Sylacauga High School. There's something always to get involved in, and being a high school student, you need to be involved and be known in high school, and it's just...
That is so true. Well, thank you, Randie Caroline, for being here with me. I know you're having to miss a little bit of school this morning, but that's okay. But thank you so much for being
Thank
with
you
me
for
today.
having me.
And we hope to see you all at A Night of Raising Caine on October 27th.